It's mainly going to focus on 0303 and 0305. So if you are here and you're in 0310 or 0320, it might be a little bit of a refresher, but just realize that we'll be geared more towards 0303 and 0305. So going back to order of operations, there's this phrase we can use. PEMDAS. Everybody's heard of PEMDAS, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's another way of remembering it. The P is going to be parentheses. That's what we have to do first in our problem. If there are parentheses, we have to take care of those. What's the E stand for?
Exponents.
Exponents. And then our M and D are multiplication and division, right? And what's the A and the S stand for? Addition and subtraction. Now the thing is, we're supposed to do these in order. The one trick though, and not everyone realizes that, is that multiplication and division need to be worked from left to right. It doesn't matter which one comes first. The same thing with addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction should be worked from left to right. They're considered the same order of operation, the same power. And so if we have multiplication and division, if the division comes before the multiplication, we have to do that first. We have to move from left to right. And we'll cover a couple problems like that. So if you don't remember this phrase, there's the second, I think it's the back of the first page, has a little chart. I'm assuming Aunt Sally. With the PEMDAS. And it shows you the order of operations that we're going to be working with today. All right, so the top of the second page is, we'll start with some easy ones. But we're going to use our order of operations, our PEMDAS, to figure the problems out. So let's talk about 52 minus notice we have in the boxes to the right the words, the letters PEMDAS. And we're going to check those off as we're going along to make sure that we're following our order. So are there any parentheses?
Yes.
Yes, which means we have to do what's inside there first. So we're just going to copy down the rest of the problem. What's 40 minus 8?
32.
32. So we've taken care of our parentheses. Any exponents?
No.
Nope. Any multiplication or division? Nope. Now we have addition and subtraction, right? So we have subtraction here. So it's 52 minus 32? 20. And we're done. All right. So baby steps. Work our way up. Now we have a very similar problem. Everybody good on that one? Notice the numbers are the same. But we changed the position of our parentheses. So let's see if that changes it at all. We have to take care of the parentheses first. So we have to take care of that 52 minus 40. And what do we get there?
12.
12. And we still have that minus 8.
Yes, 4.
And 12 minus 8 is 4, correct. All right, so even though we have the same numbers, notice how the parentheses change the value of the answer, right? So it makes a difference what order we're going in. All right, so let's go to the next one. 83 minus 7 times 6. That little asterisk symbol means multiplication. So I have 83 minus 7 times 6. Which part do I have to do first? Multiplication. So what's 7 times 6? 42. And then just bring down the rest of the problem as is. 83 minus 42 is our last step. Someone said 41. And that is correct. Everybody get to go on that one. next one says 8 squared minus 8 times 2. So going in order here, do we have any parentheses to worry about? No. Do we have any exponents? Yes, we have to take care of that first. So what's 8 to the second power? 64. And then just write the rest as is. So now we have 64 minus 8 times 2. Which operation comes first there? Multiplication, right? So what's 8 times 2? 16. And we have 64 minus 16. 48, correct. All right, good to go. Let's see, somebody wants to get to some harder ones. All right. We'll get there. 4 squared plus 8 squared divided by 2 squared. Do we have any parentheses? No. Exponents? Yes. Can we do them all at the same time? Yes, right? We'll take care of all three. What's 4 squared? 16. 8 squared? 64. And then 2 squared? 4. So I have addition and division. Which one comes first? Division. So what's 64 divided by 4? 16, correct. Bring down the rest as is. 16 plus 16 is? 32. Working our way to some harder ones. All right, then the last one on this page. 17 times 20 minus 17 plus 20. What do I have to do first here in this one? Parentheses. So rewrite the rest of the problem just as it looks. 17 times 20 minus. What's 17 plus 20? Now I have multiplication and subtraction, so which one of those comes first? Multiplication. 17 times 20? 340, thank you. And then I have 340 minus 37, which is? 303, correct. So we're kind of working our way up to some more difficult problems. Notice we kept adding some operations as we were going along. Now notice on the next page, we're going to amp it up a little bit. Like we're sticking with the black. So we have 3 times 2 plus 8 squared minus 5 times 4 minus 3 squared. A lot going on there. So what do we need to tackle first? Parentheses. Any operations going on in parentheses we really need to tackle first. So the rest of it we're not even going to touch. We're just going to bring down as is. 3 times, what's 2 plus 8? 10. And that's still squared. Minus 5 times 1. And that's still squared, right? Take care of parentheses. So our next step is exponents. So I have 3 times 100 minus 5. What's 1 squared? 1. Now we have multiplication and subtraction. Which one comes first? So 3 times 100? And then 300 minus 5 is? 295. Not too bad. everybody good on that? Seven squared plus 20 times 4 minus 28 plus 9 times 2. Now take care of the parentheses. Well, we have multiple operations in the parentheses now, so which one comes first? Multiplication. So we got to take care of that first. My suggestion, even though there's a lot of other stuff, we just have to keep writing it down, is to just copy it down and stuff that you're not changing. Because it's very easy to lose something if you don't. We still have 28 there, and then 9 times 2 is 18. We still have one more operation to take care of in the parentheses. So copy it down. And I heard somebody say 46, correct? Now we have 7 squared plus 20 times 4 minus 46. What are we going to take care of next? 7 squared, 49. Next operation to take care of? Multiplication. I'm going to agree with the 80. All right, 20 times 4 is 80, that's correct. Now we have addition and subtraction, and with addition and subtraction, just move left to right. So 49 plus 80 is what? 129. And then we have minus 46. 83, correct. It's a lot of stuff to write, a lot of steps, but if you keep it organized and keep copying it over, you won't lose your stuff as you're going along. That's the key. So 80 minus 2 to the 4th times 15 divided by 7 times 5 minus 45 divided by 3. Nice. What's going on there? If you think that one's bad, don't look at the next page yet. All right, so we're looking at this one and saying, well, I got to do my parentheses first. So there's multiple operations going on there. So I have multiplication, subtraction, and division. Remember I said you could do multiplication and division at the same time. They're the same step, just as long as you're doing it from left to right. They're the same order, right? So let's copy down everything that we're not doing. So I can take care of the 7 times 5. And I can also take care of the 45 divided by 3. They're the same level of operation. So what's 7 times 5? 35. Minus 45 divided by 3 is 15. We still have parentheses. There's still one more operation to do there. So I'm going to copy down everything else as it is. And then 35 minus 15 is 20. Correct. All right, so now I have 80 minus 2 to the 4th times 15 divided by 20. Next thing I have to take care of, 2 to the 4th. And 2 to the 4th power means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 15. There's no quiet way to open this up. Doesn't matter how slow you do it, it's going to be nice. All right, so we have subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay. We have multiplication and division, so we have to do that from left to right. So the first thing we have to take care of is the 16 times 15.
240.
240, okay. And then I have to take care of the division. That was the next order, going from left to right. good. So 80 minus 12, 24 divided by 20, or 240 divided by 20 is 12.
Gives you 68.
68. So 80 minus 12 ends up giving us 68. Right, so you kind of see how organization really helps. You really have to keep it organized. It's very easy to miss a step or miss a number somewhere and your answer will be incorrect. So we have one more on this page and then we'll jump to the last page, which is a little crazy. All right. Everybody good on this one? So we have 2 to the third. All right, so once again, we have to take care of the parentheses. Well, the only operations going on here are subtraction and addition, correct? And remember we talked about that we have to do that from left to right. Even though the A comes before the S and PEMDAS, they're considered the same level. So we have to do this from left to right. So I'm going to copy down everything as is, the parts that we weren't doing. What's 15 minus 7? 8. And to save some space, 8, and then 8 plus 2 is 10. So that eventually it's just going to become the number 10. Plus 4 squared minus 35 divided by 7. What's the next thing we have to take care of? Exponents. So we have one here and here. Right. 2 to the third is 8. That means 2 times 2 times 2. Remember this 4 squared. 4 times 4 is 16. Now the next order is going to be multiplication and division. And remember we do that from left to right. So we have to go left to right here, even though the division comes before the multiplication. They're considered the same level. So we have to go 8 divided by 4.
2.
2. Actually take care of that as well. We can take care of this division as well. 35 divided by 7.
5.
5. We still have that multiplication to do here. So 2 times 10.
1.
1. Now we're just down to addition and subtraction. Just move from left to right. 20 plus 16 is 36. And then minus 5, 31. Once again, organization is the key. All right. Don't be scared. We're going to turn the page. And we have a couple there that are just apparently Kirk is having a bad day. I wouldn't see problems. But we can do it, right? We've been working up to harder problems. Let's see if I can actually write.
Now, on the, with the parentheses, it's always left to right. Everything is left to right.
It's always left to right. Math, even though you don't think. So it works a lot like English. You always read things from left to right. Operations are done from left to right.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
It had that 4 parentheses with the 10 inside. Well, most of the time you won't see that multiplication thing, you know what I'm saying, on the space. It will be a 4 parentheses. So would you have done,
In upper level, when you get in the upper level math, they completely get away from the multiplication symbol.
so would it still have been done left to right, or would you have done the 4, 10, and then?
No, it would have been done from left to right.
Okay.
Good. copying this down there. All right. Wow.
I know it's messy.
All right, so this one's very easy to lose
Yeah.
stuff. You know, it's hard for me to even copy it down. Make sure I wasn't missing a sign somewhere. Now we've included some different symbols we haven't seen yet. All right, parentheses include things like brackets, and this is called like a set builder notation. You don't want to. Do you agree that you don't want to put like multiple parentheses because that just gets confusing? Like,
Yeah.
so what they do is they change the symbols. So after parentheses, there's a bracket. That's the next order of parentheses, and then after that, there's like a set builder notation. That's another set of parentheses. So it's like there's parentheses within parentheses. So where do we start? All right, that's a good question. Now there's multiple places we can start. Do you agree that figuring this out really doesn't affect anything over here? So we can figure that out. We can figure these out too, right?
Oh, I see.
Right. The key is to work inside out. The smaller parentheses, figure those out, and then work your way out to the outside. All right, so let's do this. And let's do this. And figure those out. All right, so 18 divided by 2, 9. There's a multiplication symbol. Turn that down.
The whole bracket thing.
Say that again.
9 times 9 minus 1, and then after that, divided by 2 is 3.
Okay, we'll do that. Thank you. Let's figure out the parentheses first. So 9 times 9 was
81.
81, and then subtract 1, 80. Okay, so let's write that in there. So we have the bracket 80 divided by 2. All right, on this one, we have 7 times 9, which is 63, and then 63 minus 2, 61. So we've taken care of the smaller parentheses. We can move to the brackets now, right? Right, we're moving out. So 80 divided by 2? 40. Oh,
94.
that all down. Then we have minus 5 times 20? 100 minus 61.
Oh, I think that was a 6.
So we did that. Everybody agrees to there? Everybody good there? All right, we're just doing the order of operation. Multiplication comes before subtraction. 5 times 20 is 100. Minus 61 is 39. All right, so 1 parentheses left. 40 minus 39. That's 1, right? And then 9 times 1 is all that to get to 9, right? But that's how you tackle something like that. When you have multiple bracket, multiple grouping symbols, work inside out. Take care of the parentheses first, then move to the brackets, and then move to the higher level parentheses. Just kind of break it down like that. Does that make sense?
You lost me there, but then I've seen how it works.
Yeah, I'm kind of drawing the arrows. I think this arrow should be on. There, it's pointing to that number. We're doing that. All right. All right, so let's tackle one more. And as if the last one wasn't a doozy, let's try this last one. All right. Can I erase this one? Everybody good to go on this one? take a while to copy that. If you have anything else you need to do, then take care of that. And please, if you, there's more than enough stuff left over, sandwiches and drinks and chips and stuff, please feel free to take some more.
Since it's one problem, is it?
Okay, that's ridiculous. All right. All right, so like last time we did, we worked inside out, so where should we really start here?
Parentheses 17 minus 9.
Right, we can start here. And we could also take care of this too, right? So let's do that.
Wait, what is this?
We good?
I just got confused with the exponents.
So 17 minus 9?
6. Or
I'm gonna go with 8.
yeah, sorry.
All good?
Don't.
Let's take care of those first.
So you didn't do the other ones?
I was getting there. I was gonna copy this down.
Oh.
We can do that. 50 minus 7 times 5. So that's 35, correct? And then 50 minus 35? 15. So I took care of the parentheses. And we'll move to the brackets in our next step.
Curtis, with something that huge, should you always go ahead and copy everything down again, or?
I do because it helps me see I've taken care of this, and then in my next step I'm going to move to something else. It keeps you from losing stuff as you're going along. Especially something like this, where it'd be very easy to lose something.
Is there any way you can just do like one little set at a time? Like the 48, 2 squared, and all that as one set, and then, or would that make it worse? You see what I'm saying? I think that would make it worse.
You mean like work with this?
Yeah, just that, and then bring it, and then after you get the answer, then bring the other one down?
Yeah, I'm just going with parentheses first, and then I'm going to move to my brackets, figure those out, and then work within the higher order. So I'm strictly going by order.
Well, no, I make that one section, I'll finish it all the way down, and then come over here and do this other.
You can't do that.
You get the same answer?
Yes, as long as you're following the order of operations within those brackets.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about the brackets now. We have 48 minus 2 squared plus 6. So everybody agree that 2 squared is 4? And then 48 minus 4 is 44 plus 6 is 50.
Is it times or is it plus?
I think it's time.
So it is times, thank you. Thank you very much. So 48 minus 4 is 44, and then 44 times 6. I think it's 264.
It still goes the same way to do the multiplication first, right? The exponent 4 times 6 is 4, and then 48 minus
Oh yeah, we've changed the order now, right? This is multiplication, so if we look at this, which operation comes first? Multiplication, right? 4 times 6, we have to do that first, and then subtract it. Yeah, I was still going by, that was still a plus. All right, so we have to go 4 times 6, which is
24.
24. So we have 48 minus 24. So 24. Everybody see what happened there?
Yes.
I wasn't following the rule.
Mm.
All right. So we finished this bracket. We've got 24 minus 40 divided by 8. There's only one operation there. 40 divided by 8 is 5. And we have plus, and we'll worry about this after we take care of the brackets. 3 to the third power, right? That means 3 times 3 times 3. So that's 27. And then 15 plus 27, 42. So that takes care of that bracket. All right, so let's take care of this set here. What's 24 minus 5, or 24 minus 5? It's 19. So we're finished with this grouping symbol here. We're done with that one. The other one, we have to some more operations here. 13 times 3. All right, we have to do that multiplication first. 48 minus 39 is 9. And then 9 plus 42, 51. So all of this works down to 51. Everybody get that? Do the multiplication first. And then add those numbers together. So 19 plus 51, someone did say 70. And that's it.
It wasn't as messy as it looked.
Yeah, it looks bad to begin with, right? But notice that organization, we keep it straight. And write down the symbols correctly, right? If you mess that up, you're doomed. All right. So, you have any other questions? Order of operations? Good to go? All right. So we got a little bit of time left. So there is some sandwiches and some chips, please. Eat them all.
Thanks, Kurt.
Thank you, no problem.
Don't forget to fill out your,
Oh yes, there is an evaluation form. Please be as brutally honest. If there's anything we can do better in this workshop,